Hey everyone, today we're going to be using artificial intelligence in order to fine tune those indicators that you guys love so much. This is going to help you guys make consistent profits, which is going to be very crucial if you guys want to become full-time day traders or full-time investors. So to get started here, I want you guys to have 3 tabs open on your Google Chrome account. The first one is going to be some type of chart on TradingView. The next one is going to be a ChatGPT account. You guys do not have to pay for ChatGPT 4. You guys could also use 3.5. That one is going to work just as well. Afterwards, you guys are going to want to have a Google Docs page here. You guys don't have to have it right now because technically you guys are just going to be copying and pasting what I have in my description, but I think you guys are going to want to fine tune these things, in which case I would actually have one open so you guys can copy, paste, and then tinker before you actually send that information over to GPT. Otherwise, if you don't tinker with it just a little bit, it's going to mess up for you. So first of all, I'm going to be adding on the stochastic indicator by going to the indicators, metrics, and strategies section. From here, as always, I am going to actually go over here and make both of these lines just a little bit thicker. From here, you can see the base inputs are going to be 14, 1, and 3. I am using a Bitcoin 4-hour chart. It's working, but not as much as I would like. You can see how it's pretty noisy here with the K line, which is the blue line here, moving around quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to one of the prompts, and all of this is preset for you guys if you guys are using my Bitcoin 4-hour example. If not, copy it, paste, and tweak it as needed. Let's go down here, let's copy, let's paste. I am going to read this, that way you guys can have a clear understanding of what's. I'm seeking assistance in finding the most effective settings for a stochastic oscillator on a Bitcoin 4-hour chart using TradingView. Could you please provide me with a set of stochastic oscillator parameters that work well for analyzing Bitcoin's 4-hour price movements? Specifically, I'm interested in recommendations for adjusting the following parameters: the K length, K smoothing, and D smoothing. And then I say at the end, give me all of the settings together. That way at the end, it just kind of clumps them together. I'm going to hit enter. And then from here, we're just going to watch it play out. Doesn't take too long, but I don't want to, skip ahead and make you think that I did something when I did nothing except for just wait and be patient. So it's going to give you a short paragraph telling you what to do. It's going to give you a few examples here of a K length, a K smoothing, and the D smoothing here. And then at the very end, with that last response, it's actually going to give us all the information we need at the very bottom here. So most of the time, this is all you're going to be looking for. But if you want to have more specifics, which I guess you guys should want to have, especially if you guys aren't at that level of full-time investor yet, you guys are going to be reading a lot of this stuff as well. But for now, it gives us a few opportunities. K length 4 to 21, K smoothing 3 to 5, and D smoothing 3 to 5. So right now, I'm probably just going to go 21, 5, 5, and let's see if that changes anything here. And you see how that smooth things out a lot. Not as much noise. I like this a lot more. But let's go back in time a little bit and see what's going on. How did this work out? This one actually was a signal. This was kind of telling me we don't really need to be investing right now. There's not a lot of momentum here. I liked it as well. And we had a crossover right here, right before that drop. I like that. Now you will see that it kind of missed this last big pop here. If I were to draw this right here, let's go right there. I know I want to cheat here and say it's really cool, but at the same time, let's go there. I don't want to. It really missed this pop off. I'm okay with missing this pop off personally because Bitcoin's been very volatile here. Usually in high volatility moments, I can't trust my indicators as much as I would like to because of what's been going on in the news with Binance. It kind of messes up stuff. But overall, you can see there's not as many crossovers. So I actually think we got this right on the first try, which is rare. A little bit of noise here, but ultimately a lot of these larger moves when we're at the overbought and oversold territories, because you guys are usually looking for opportunities to sell when the stochastic indicator is pretty high. But let's say it wasn't actually working out in our favor right now. This is where you guys are going to go over to the second prompt, and this is going to be very important because these next two things are going to save you guys so much time, because if you guys try to use this with any other indicator, not knowing how to properly address ChatGPT is going to make your results not so good. Let's just say subpar. All right. This next one is going to be saying something like this. Thank you for providing the stochastic oscillator settings. I've implemented the suggested parameters on my TradingView chart, but I'm still encountering issues with too much or too little signals. You guys have to decide if it's too little or too much. For now, let's just say it's actually, I'm actually having too much luck. Maybe I want to have a few more signals. So I'll say too little signals. Let me go right here on my trading strategy. And then from here, you have to adjust one more thing. The K line is moving too much. If you guys don't know which one the K line is at any point, go over here and just look at the colors. It'll say K, and that's the blue one. Maybe I want the K line to move more, perhaps. Normally I don't, but let's just say for this example I did. The K line is moving too much, I'll leave it there. Or I can say the K line is not moving enough. Can you give me 5 other setting combinations I can use for testing? This is going to give you guys more opportunities to test, which I think you guys are going to like, specifically because it doesn't give you ranges like sometimes they give you, but instead it's actually going to give you like hard numbers that you guys can just copy and paste over there. Do your back testing and see which one's going to work for you, because you guys have to understand, you can't allow perfect to be the enemy of the good. You're not looking for a perfect fine-tuned indicator, because it's going to be impossible to make. You guys are looking for something that's going to give you guys 80% plus accurate signals that you guys can put along with other indicators, like maybe the Lux Algo one, and that's going to help you guys out a lot as far as getting that momentum to move well. Now, K2155, you guys can see how all this adjusts. Let's go 2155 here, because before we're at 21. Oh, maybe that's already there. Never mind. 2433. I knew it sounded familiar. And there we go. A little bit more noise here, but ultimately you can see we're getting these signals just a little bit earlier. Now, let's say for whatever reason you guys are just not able to pinpoint it. Sometimes if you guys are using a 5-minute chart or a 15-minute chart, it gets much more difficult. Well, this is how you guys fix that. First, I want you guys to go over here, third prompt, which is going to be telling you guys, can you explain what each parameter I am changing does so I can have a better understanding of using them to increase my profits? Break it down like I am brand new to investing and need all the help I can get. So I copied this and I pasted over to ChatGPT. And then from here, it's going to say, absolutely, I'm happy to explain everything. It's going to break down what everything does. That way you guys can tweak it yourself using some of the settings it gave you, because maybe the 24 is going to work, but maybe you need to have a 5 and maybe a 2 here for desmoothing. This is where you guys are going to have to understand exactly what the indicator does. I think a lot of us are just trying to use an indicator and look for a specific setting, like a crossover, or an oversold signal, overbought signal, when in reality there's so much more to indicators. So by using and understanding exactly what the indicator is, you'll be able to fine tune it if ChatGPT can't take you all the way there to that 80%. And remember, if you're looking for 90% accuracy, 95% accuracy, which is much harder, all you guys have to do is add this with other indicators, a stochastic plus a MACD plus a CCI. Oh my God, that's so sexy. That's what you guys are going to be looking for. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and I hope to see you guys in the next